What's up, fish tank people? FishTankTV.com. Dustin's Fish Tanks bringing it to you on a Sunday, baby. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. So last week we showed you around the old dirty 220 getting a bath and a little bit of aquascaping action. So today I'm back in front of the no maintenance tank after a couple of weeks. I've had some time away from this thing and I've gone slow, and I think that's an important point that a lot of beginners simply miss, myself included sometimes. Everyone wants everything in their aquarium now. But when you roll like that, you're not rolling the way that sexy mama Mother Nature would like for you to roll. Mother Nature likes it nice and slow. So I've gone slow with this. I've taken my time. I get to see some adjustments, what's working and what's not. So today I'm gonna take you from top to bottom, plants on top, some stuff in the middle, some stuff on the bottom. This tank's done and got herself some herpes. She's also done and got herself some pregnant action. So we're going to show you all of that. But it's Sunday. It's Species Sunday. I got a little plant action to show you as well. Let's take it from the top. So from the top, this tank has apparently been messing around and gotten herself some herpes of aquarium plants. Yes, we have some duckweed rolling in here. Oh well, why? Because what's better, dealing with some duckweed or dealing with some algae? I'm taking the duckweed over scrubbing the trees. Now riddle me this, Batman. Should I remove the duckweed or not? The answer is no. Why? Because this tank is running a light plant load. I don't want to say it has a heavy fish load, but for my liking, the amount of fish that I would like to have in here is a bit more than plants. I'm not nuts about mixing math ratios with nature, but here's a rule of thumb that tends to make life easier for me. For every 1 inch of fish, you want about 10 inches of plants. That's on the high side to aim for, but if you aim for that, you'll be amazed at how more balanced your tank is. So right now, I don't have that many plants in here. The duckweed is going to stay. Let's look at the boost for a second. Nothing much going on. We do see some new growth, but not nearly at the rate that I'm seeing in my own aquariums in both the greenhouse and the Fluval B26. That's not remotely a fair comparison though, as A, I have metal halides in those tanks, B, natural sunlight in the greenhouse, and C, I get about 80% water changes per week in the greenhouse tanks. Nevertheless, the Busa philandra is still banging. People have asked me about this before with the boost, whether it likes being down in the substrate. I've only ever tried it tied to trees, so I cannot be much help there, but I would assume it's more like an Anubia. Let's roll down to the substrate here, okay? Down here I have some regular, not dwarf baby tears. Now this plant performance is a wild card for me. It's most certainly growing here, however, it doesn't really appear to be thriving. However, we are still at like that 1 month mark or so with this tank, I'm not too worried about it. It's just not jamming and filling in the way I would like for it to. Oh well. Let's talk about the fish. I'm loving these fish in here. They are way more active, growing fast, and the patients in here absolutely love them. It's a total win all around. As I said, I don't really want to be adding more fish in here though, but the fish load is a tad on the high side. But I'm not here and I'm about to do a monster water change, so I think this tank can handle it. But when I rolled in here today preparing for this video, I was surprised to see some babies. Yes, we've got herpes, we've got pregnant fish, we've got everything you could ask for, really. So we've got the pregnant fish in here. They came in, they're pregnant. I'm adding more fish. We've got a ton of fish. I'm loving it. They're all the same color. They're all the same style. They're looking great. They're only going to grow up and be bigger. This tank is going to be chocked full of plants. But it's Sunday, it's Species Sunday. I've got a species for you. Today I want to talk about junk ass rippins. I was calling it Yunkus rippins, but apparently junk ass is how it's supposed to be pronounced. Not as cool as a Pontoton bolivianus when it comes to the butt department, but hey, junk ass rippins on your Species Sunday. Junk ass rippins is actually a native plant that comes from the southeast region of the United States of America, and it's generally not seen in the U.S., which is surprising. I actually got it as a tissue culture plant from Germany. Go figure. It goes to Germany, comes back to the U.S., and then I get it. I could have just gotten it collected down in the southeast, but whatever. What I love about junk-ass rippins is that it grows like a dwarf sage look. It's got the real thin leaves on it, which are nice, but it grows more upward than like sage, how sage grows over and over off to the side and sends off runners. Junk-ass rippins grows up, and then you get it in highlight, particularly in the metal halides in the B26. It does have a little bit of a red tint to it. I've been able to propagate it just by cutting it off. It does not need the roots to propagate. You can just shove it back down on the substrate, and it will go from there. So there is your Species Sunday little no maintenance tank. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe. Have a fabulous freaking week. Let me know what you think about the no maintenance tank, folks. And tank on. Later. Start this right here. Use one of these. One start's got a way. Suck on that, but whatever. We'll start here. Hey, didn't take that one to the face.